Man, I'm motherfucking ass.
Yo, yo. Can you hear me? Now your voice is out.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
All right. What's good? Good morning.
What's
Saturday.
going on, people?
Another quarantine day, weekend. So a lot has happened since the last time I was on the show. a whole lot of things has happened. First of all, I just want to apologize for missing last show. Had some things that came up, so I had to take care of that. But everything's all good in the home front, so I'm here now. But man, 2 months ago, could you imagine we'd be in a position we're in right now?
Nah, not at all. Not at all. I did not expect to be receiving stimulus checks and unemployment rate and
Yeah.
you know, nobody's hiring right now. I did not expect all of this shit. I expected this to be a probably a 2-week thing.
Yeah.
3-week thing, man. We knocked this shit out and be done. But no, people didn't want to listen, man. They didn't take this social distancing shit serious. They did not. Like, and now we're in the situation we're in right now, man. And it's crazy, dude. Like,
well, the irony of all this is we called this, even during the first show, we talked about this. We knew that this was a pandemic, but at the same time, we didn't expect it to turn the way it did in a matter of a couple of weeks, really. I mean, because from the time we did the premiere show to now, over 30,000 people have died.
Yeah.
You know, over half a million people has been affected in just a matter of a couple of weeks, 3 weeks almost.
Right.
You know, so now we're in a position now where we're depending on the government to help us get through this crisis in which they failed us to properly prepare for, because we knew about this back in November. We found out this intelligence on the potential for a global pandemic back in November. And now we didn't even take it seriously until February, when it was already in our backyard.
Right.
You know,
some people, I'm sure some people have already had it too. Like, I remember it was, you know, like last year sometime people had got sick. I was one of them. I got really, really sick out of nowhere, dude. And like, it was horrible. Like I felt like I was going to die. Seriously. Like I felt like this shit has been here, man. We've been through this shit already. But like you said, it's just starting to, you know, people are just starting to open their eyes and actually realize that this shit is serious.
Right. Because, you know, even before all of this, no one wore gloves. No one really sanitized their hands like they were supposed to.
Not every 2 seconds.
Right. No one was wearing face masks. Now you can't even get into the grocery store without having a mask on at all.
You can't get nowhere, dude. Nowhere. And it's crazy because I didn't take that shit serious. Yesterday I went out, tried to go get me some food, and it was a big ass red sign on the door that said you cannot enter if you don't have a mask on. And I'm like, oh shit. So I already paid for my food. Like, that's crazy. But I mean, yeah, we got to take it more serious now. And then especially now, DC done already declared that their kids aren't going back to school the rest of the year. Like, you know, now we have to actually, this shit is serious, man. Shit is serious.
Just yesterday, I went to Safeway. Everyone had masks on, right? They had an employee at the door just directing traffic, turning people away, didn't have a mask on. It's one lady, she attempted to come in the store with the mask on. Nope. Lady told her, you got to have a mask on to come into this grocery store. And it's weird because now people who don't have masks on when they go in the store, they look funny. They look funny
that is
because
true.
everyone else have masks on and they don't. So it's like, okay, are you infected? Have you been infected? Like, do you not care about what's going on right now? Like, what are you doing? Like, where's your mask?
And it's not that I don't care. Like, it's like, first of all, the corner store, these little flimsy ass little paper masks, man, they not doing shit, dude.
No,
they not doing shit. So I would rather spend that bread on, getting me one of these nice high tech ones off of Amazon or something like that.
Yeah.
So that's my whole ordeal. But it's like, I guess the paper ones are going to have to do for now until I actually, get that one I want. But it's like I keep saying, man, this shit is crazy. But all of this stuff could have been prevented. All of this shit could have been prevented a long time ago, before it even got this serious to where we can't even leave our house without a freaking mask on. All of this could have been prevented, man. But we just didn't. We didn't do it, man.
Yeah, and now what's so bad about this entire thing is, as fast as all of this has occurred in 2 months, it's going to take us a good 6 to 10 years to recover from this. From the economy standpoint, it's going to take a long. Like, I think unemployment right now is, I want to say, it's over 20 million people are jobless. 20 million people in a matter of what, a month and a half.
It's sad to actually think about that shit. Like, but I mean, right now is KC said it. Right now is the time to actually, get into something, get into a trade, or do something.
Yeah.
Do something, man. Do something to get your mind off of things right now. Get you some extra money in your pocket, man. Read up on the stocks. You see, I made a status like, give me your best stocks that you guys are looking into right now.
Yeah.
I want to see, what's going on in the world. Different ways to make money in this situation. If you got that high tech mask, go do Uber, go Uber Eats, go make you some extra money or something like that, man. But always be careful, even with that shit, So salute to all the Uber Eats drivers and all the Uber drivers and Lyft drivers, man. But
yeah, definitely,
that shit is scary, man.
No, definitely, because I mean, you don't know who's getting in your car.
Nah,
You
not at
know,
all.
you don't know who
where
they've been.
been.
Right. You don't know where they've been. You don't know where they're coming from. You don't know. You just don't know whether they've been exposed to the virus or not. And you taking a chance. Them getting in your car. You taking them to the destination they need to go to, and you're not having no sense of awareness on where they're coming from. So, yeah, definitely shout out to the Uber drivers. Again, the healthcare workers, the first responders, the grocery store workers, the postal workers,
UPS,
for all the work that they're doing right now.
Amazon, all of that, man, all of that.
But even though there's a lot of unemployment right now, there's still there's different avenues you can go, like you said, to find ways to make money and get a job and whatnot. The grocery stores are hiring at the Yang Yang.
Yeah.
Safeway, Walmart, Costco, all of them are hiring. So if people need jobs, there are different ways or different avenues you can go to. But the problem with that also is the fact that you don't know how many people are applying to those jobs that are currently is out of work.
Right.
So that's the catch also.
Yeah, also with that, you have to be careful, man. I cannot stress that enough. My brother, he works in a restaurant. I mean, not a restaurant. Sorry, a grocery store. And I pray for him every day, man, because it's like, people come in and out all day long. Like you said, you don't know where they came from. You don't know what they've been exposed to, man. Like, you don't know their living situations or anything like that. Some people are still flying right now.
Yeah.
You know, you never know if they just got off the plane. You know, that plane had 3 people that had the virus on it or anything like that, man. So it's like all of that stuff is scary, man. It's very, very scary, man. And even when, you know, you wear your gloves and you wear your mask, especially your gloves, man, you touching things and all of that, I feel like gloves are kind of pointless. You
Yeah.
wearing your gloves, they're the same thing as your, man. You wear your gloves, you grab something off the shelf, man. You put it back on the shelf, you touch your cart. You're not going to be putting hand sanitizer on your hands every single time after you touch something, man.
Right.
You're just not going to do it. If that was the case, you wouldn't even wear gloves. You would just do it with your hands. Like, gloves to me are pointless, man. But you know, all, I'm ready for this shit to be over, man.
Yeah.
I said this when it first started. I'm ready for this shit to be over, man.
Well, and now, and now, you know, with you bringing up the fact that you want it to be over, now, you know, 45, he wants to reopen the government, start reopening states on May 1st, but really, he doesn't have the power to do that. The governors do. That's why they're governors.
Right.
Governors have the
Right.
power to reopen their states as they see fit.
Right. Right.
And we all know, since it is an election year, you know how that goes. So a lot of his, you know, his support and his party, a lot of those states in the Midwest or in the South, I can guarantee you a lot of states going to reopen up on May 1st.
I feel like the states that have less cases than others, I feel like those states, you know, New York, hell no. New York needs to be shut down for a second, man. Like,
shout out to Governor Cuomo, man.
yes.
He's doing
They
good work right now.
doing that thing, man. But I feel like, you know, certain states, no states need to open up right now, honestly, man.
Right.
Because nobody has really taken this social distancing thing seriously, man. Everybody has been out. Everybody has been out at least 3 times this week, at least.
Right.
Like I said, they need to shut down everything, man. When they say, you know, I mean everything. I mean gas stations. You don't need no gas. You're not going nowhere. You sitting your ass at home. Grocery stores. You already got your groceries, man. Them stamps already hit, man. You got your shit. Stay your ass at home, man. And you know, we need this time, but we're not going to get it, man. Because we and this is why they keep saying, you know, we're going to extend it until this day and this day, because people are still out. It's still thousands of people on the road that are just being out just to be out.
Yeah.
You know, I can see if, you know, we took this serious when they said, you know, you can stay at home, you can walk your dog, you can, you know, walk around and stuff like that. But, you know, if you don't have to travel, don't travel. You know, I feel like the only people that should really be on the roads right now are the nurses, the doctors, the ambulances, fire people, police. I feel like those should be like, and those to me are like the very, very, those are the essential people that really need to be on the road. Those are the only people that should be out, because these are the people that's going to help us. Now we're doing our part by staying home, you know, to make their jobs, you know, less hard, because their jobs are already hard right now. They're caring for hundreds of people a day.
Right.
You know, people are dying on them because of this stuff. Like, it's we need to take this more serious. We do, man. We really do. If you ain't got to go nowhere, man, stay your ass home.
I think we're at the point now where we are taking it more serious than we were before. That's because now we have no choice because of all these different restrictions that's been put on us. You know, I think, you know, people seem to think that this stay-at-home order, you know, expires at a certain time. It doesn't expire at no time. It's in effect until the governor lifts the restriction. Because people seem to think that, well, after 8 o'clock, I can't, you know, after 8 o'clock, you know, I can't be out. Well, technically, you're not supposed to be out at any point unless you're going to the grocery store, you're an essential worker, or you're going to the hospital for medical reasons. Other than that, what reason do you have to be out other than those 3 reasons? I mean, because nothing's open anyway.
Yeah, I mean the dispensaries. Shout out to my plug, the dispensaries, man. You know, and even with the dispensaries, man, they're doing delivery service. So you know, I like that. You know,
Yeah.
But all summed up, man, out of this shit. Like,
have you been paying attention to the TV commercials?
No, not really.
And the reason why I asked that is because before all this started, we had commercials about sports. We had commercials about a wide variety of different things. Like the Lakers is playing the Clippers tonight. Now you don't even see that at all. Now,
you know, the commercial that I've been hearing a lot about is that Liberty Mutual commercial.
Yeah,
I've been seeing that shit a lot. Like, and they've been back to back, and I'm be like, damn.
Yeah,
I didn't notice that until you just put it in.
Yeah, now you see commercials about everything coronavirus, everything COVID-19. But before all of this, yeah, you had commercials about cars, you had commercials about the Lakers playing whoever, you had commercials about the hockey games, like who's playing who. I mean, you had commercials about everything. Now it's commercials about everything coronavirus. Lowe's got, Home Depot got a commercial about the coronavirus.
Verizon,
Liberty Mutual, like you said, car dealerships got commercials about the virus outbreak. I mean, it's crazy how in a matter of a small amount of time, the commercials just completely switch overnight.
Yeah. Like I said, the Liberty Mutual commercial, man, that thing has been. I'm tired of seeing shit. Like, see, this is why I watch Netflix, man. And then it's crazy. It's gotten to the point where certain shows are doing like repeats of, you know, past shows and stuff, like Masked Singer. I was watching Masked Singer. I'm thinking this is a new episode, and I'm like, oh shit, they're replaying stuff from like. I'm like, they can't even shoot their shows. Because, and now I'm like, fuck, I want to know, was that Lil Bow Wow or not? Like, spoiler alert.
But no, I seen on Instagram the NFL, they was going to show a repeat of the Super Bowl between the Giants and the Patriots. And I'm like, man, that's how you know there literally is nothing on TV. Because if you have to show a repeat of things that already occurred, I mean, I don't want to see that. I already know what the outcome is going to be.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, I watched Kobe's last game the other day. I watched that. I did watch that. Shout out Kobe, RIP Kobe, man. Yeah, I had to watch that. Now I think that's like the only thing I would watch repeat.
That's
no. Yeah, and then I watched the 2010 All-Star game. I watched that. It was on YouTube. You know how you be on YouTube, man, and you just watch one thing and then the next thing catches your eye, and then you mess around and be on YouTube for 10 hours. Yeah, that's how I've been lately, man. So, you know, I've seen a lot.
Now, you know, so now there's a real possibility that there's not going to be no football season. So, I mean, we gotta face the fact that there's a real possibility we might not have football this year. Now, if they come up with a way to do widespread testing to where, you know, the athletes, the coaches, the trainers can get tested and they all get cleared, then we can have football this year. But it's gonna be football without fans.
It definitely is. Also, I feel like that will be hard because you don't know what that athlete does outside of being in this arena. So it's like, okay, they would have to get tested every week or something like that. Yeah, and that's to what I heard, the test is kind of, you know, not so, but for them they would have to do it every single week or every other day or so. Whenever they have games, right before games, they would have to get tested. And then I don't know, that just seems like a lot of money for them to be trying to open up the NFL or, you know, to even do anything like that. And then, like, WrestleMania was 2 nights. It was
It
last
was.
weekend. It was 2 nights. Nobody was in the stands. I watched it. Could have been better.
It was different.
It was way different. It was way different. Like, and then some of the matches they didn't even have inside of the arena. They had it elsewhere. Like John Cena's match was basically here, there. It wasn't even a match for real. Like, it was just totally different. Like, to me, if I was a kid watching this, I would really say, okay, damn, I didn't think wrestling was fake, but now I do now. Like, I know for sure now. I'm ready. I want sports to open back up, but I also want everything to be safe. Like, you seen Carl Anthony Towns' mother pass from it.
Man, yeah.
So, I mean, you know, everybody just has to be safe right now, man. I'm sorry, but we got to keep this. We got to keep this shut down, man. See, it's times like this we need basketball courts in our communities, like nice little courts, or sanitize them things, something, man. Like, but it's getting boring in the house.
It is. It really is. Like for those, like for people who are not typically homebodies, because typically I'm a homebody already. So being at home isn't that difficult for me. But for those who can't sit still and they're not homebodies, I know they're pulling their hair out right now.
Yeah.
You know, but it all goes back to what, you know, KC was saying about during this time. You know, find your niche, find things you like to do, and keep your mind busy with that. Because if you don't keep your mind busy with the things you like to do, you're going to be bored. The days are going to be long.
Right.
You know, but that's the good thing about us as human beings is naturally we have ways to adapt and overcome. I know we're in the middle of the tech age, and we have all these different technology and whatnot, but right now we're restricted.
Yeah.
You know, and we have to find other ways to keep our minds busy and just stay locked in on what it is we're interested in. Because right now, I mean, depending on your state, you can be like this for the rest of the year, the next 3 months, 4 months, 5 months. You know, who knows how long Maryland's going to be.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm like I said, man, I'm ready for this shit to be over. Like, so in your opinion, what do we need to do? If you was 45, what would be your order to how would you look at this situation and try to fix it?
Well, it's already bad because we waited too long to respond.
That's number one.
Know? So I mean, so from that standpoint, he's already in hot water because of that. You know, he's too busy trying to cast blame and deflect, blaming the World Health Organization, blaming China, blaming the governors for not having enough supplies. Like, dude, you are the president of the United States, the most powerful position you can hold in the world. Anything you say is power. Anything you do is power, and people will follow you and they will believe everything you say because you are the president. So with that being said, since he did not properly prepare for this pandemic, now what he has to do is he has to ensure that the governors of their states have the things that they need to take care of the healthcare workers and the people on the front line. And then what he needs to do is empower them, which they already are empowered, to open up their respective states when they see fit. Don't try to open it up on May 1st just because you want to jumpstart the economy. Yeah, you think you're going to jumpstart the economy, but in hindsight, you're going to put us back to where we are currently or worse off. Like, imagine if we had if it went from, I mean, I don't know what the numbers are now, but imagine we had like 2.5 million people infected now versus then jumping up to like 15, or like jumping up to like 500,000 people dying from the virus. Like I mean, that's bad. It's
Yeah.
already bad the way it is. So I don't think that. I mean, I understand the political agenda because it's an election year, and he wants to soothe over his base. I get it, but at the same time, you're not making things any better by rushing to reopen the government and the economy, because
Right.
the health professionals already told you there's no need to rush this, because if you rush this process, we're going to be back where we at or worse off, and it's going to take longer to recover than it already is going to take currently right now.
Right. Right. Um, you're right. So sounds like he does not have your vote.
He didn't have my vote last time.
Oh man, he
He
definitely
didn't have my vote last time, man. I had to pick the lesser between the two evils.
Yeah. And then with that, man, with that being said, man, I'm kind of upset Bernie is out. You know, I always
Yeah.
wanted to see Bernie. I think, our generation was going for Bernie, man. We wanted to see that old man in the house, man.
Yeah.
But, things don't always work out like that.
You know what it is with Bernie is the fact that, yeah, he's an OG, but he isn't afraid to quote unquote be radical,
Right.
because what he wants for us is really not radical at all.
Right.
It's something that we should have already been on this train a long time ago with. But in this country, money talks, power talks. So if you have money, you're going to have power. So with that being said, the people who are at the top of the economic chain in our country, yeah, of course they're going to want everything to themselves. Because now if they're forced to pay more taxes, well then I don't have as much money as I have now. But if you're paying your share amount of taxes, you're still good with the amount of money you have left over.
Yeah.
So share the wealth.
Right.
But I ain't gonna dive too deep in the political side. But
Yeah.
I definitely think this go around with Joe being the presumptive nominee for the party. I think that I think things are gonna be different this go around.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be different, and this virus definitely changed a whole lot of people's thoughts on Trump and his administration and whatnot. So I definitely think things this go around will be different, but we'll see.
It was a moment of, we want to see if he gonna break under pressure. And this was that under pressure moment, man. This was that it was look, man, you either gotta make this free throw and win this game for us, or you gonna blow the championship, man. Right now, by the looks of it, man, he blowing the championship for us. Like, I can't put it in no other words, man. He blowing that shit for us.
Yeah, I mean, you see how he was acting during the impeachment inquiry.
Oh yeah,
his hair was on fire.
Yeah.
Now he's in a boiling pot of water. He's trying to figure out how to get out of here.
Yeah.
And that's why he's trying to distract everybody with all these different, things that don't even apply to what's going on currently in our moment in time with this virus.
Right. Like and again, it's just crazy. We're sitting here broadcasting live from our homes right now. Quarantine radio. Hey man.
Quarantine. Shout out to Tory Lanez, man.
Hey man, shout out. Hey man, that man is fused up, man. He breaking
doing
IG
it with the quarantine
history.
radio.
Yeah, man, he breaking IG history right now, man. And it is crazy, man. I love how the IG scene is becoming right now. As far as everybody being quarantined, I love that the go-go bands are coming together, man. Giving us
shout out to the bands.
Shout out to the bands. I love the battles, man. The verses. Like, oh man. I want to get into this Ja Rule and 50 Cent, man. They talk about they want this battle, man. I want to know who you got. Like, and be real with me. Don't tell me what you think the people gonna hear when you say 50 Cent, but keep it real with me.
I mean, cause we got to be real. Back in the day, Ja Rule was cold, bro. He was cold. He was.
I'll give you.
I don't know, man. That's tough.
I feel like Ja had that shit before 50 came and took it all from him.
Yeah.
And even when 50 was trying to snatch it from him, Ja was still clapping back. You feel me? Because that nigga from New York. You see how I did that? But but I mean, song for song though, man, I gotta give it to 50, man. Song for song, I gotta give it to 50. And it's crazy because I'm a Ja Rule fan.
It's close. I know what I'm saying. I'm a Ja fan. It's close.
I'm a big Ja fan, man. But 50 got it. You know, his first real album that you know, every song on that joint was a hit. Like, and to this day, we can put that CD on, and I'm sure you will sing every song. Like, but Ja had that raw and aggression. He was like our modern day DMX for real. Like, but yeah, I gotta give it to 50, man. I give it to 50. It's gonna be interesting now.
No, it definitely is gonna be interesting, and you know, outside of them two specifically, I just want, shout out all the artists out there trying to keep us entertained.
Yeah, shout out all the DJs.
Way.
Yes.
Right. And trying to keep us entertained in some type of way throughout all of this, because right now, I mean, there isn't much of anything we can do but stay inside and watch TV, watch movies. So, for them to take, the time out to keep us entertained, in some type of way, it definitely means a lot, and it's not going to go unnoticed at all.
Yeah, that's big, man. That just goes to show, man, when all of this is over and these shows get back popping, man, I'm going to the shows, like, because if you can make me get up in here and act like I'm at the show in my living room, man, that's something big. And then there's a lot of different artists that I don't even really listen to like that, or I never used to listen to, that be going on live, playing their stuff or doing these battles and stuff. Like when T-Pain was going against, I forgot who he was going against, but or Nia, when he was going against people, it was songs on there that like I never even knew that they wrote for people. Like it was a lot of songs, like some Beyonce joints, some Rihanna. I'm like, damn, I never knew these people actually, took the time and wrote for these people. But it's a beautiful thing, man. It really is.
And it's crazy how sometimes as a society we have to kind of get that wake up call for us to understand and realize that, you know what, yeah, I'm black, I'm white, I'm Hispanic, whatever. Well, Hispanics are black, but that's a totally different conversation. But regardless of where I come from, we're not that much different at all. I mean, we're all still human. We still bleed the same. We breathe the same air. So we're not really that much different at all.
Right. Well, yeah. Like I said, man, all of this shit is just, I can't believe, like, when you actually sit back and think about it, man, you cannot believe that we're actually in a situation like this. Like, we see this shit on movies. Yeah. We see this shit on movies, we hear about shit like that, or, but we never thought that we would actually be living in a time where everything is shut down and we're forced to stay in our homes. Kids can't go to schools and shit like that. Yeah, man, it's crazy. But we're gonna take a break, man, and we're gonna come right back. More Spade of Spades. Yo, yo.
Yo.
And we're back.
We are back. All right. So, enough virus talk. Enough pandemic talk right now.
All right.
Because as relevant as that is, we got to talk about other things that, people want to know. Mm-hmm. So, question of the day. Should an ex give another ex relationship advice? Okay, so I'm gonna just give you my answer.
Okay.
No. Hell no. No.
Okay.
Mm-mm. That's too messy.
You gotta elaborate, because I like this convo, because I don't agree, but I agree on some parts. But I want to hear your. Go ahead, I'm listening.
Because for me, I feel like it's always it's just going to open a door that doesn't need to be opened. Because for the most part, naturally, we're all very, very private people, right? Mm-hmm. But at the same time, we open up to people who do care about our well-being, and who do overall, support whatever it is we're about. I get that. Right. So with that being said, at the same time, you have to know where to draw the line as far as what you can and cannot tell people. Because when you open that door to tell an ex or give an ex relationship advice, now they may be looking at you to soothe whatever it is they going through. Or besides that, the information that you divulge to them about whatever it is you're going through, you don't know how they're going to use that information. That's just my take on it.
And it's crazy because I was going to say, I believe it could be done without giving, I guess, too much information, period. Like, if an ex comes to me like, oh, woo, I'm the type of person that would give that advice. Like, look, because I'm a guy also, I know things. I done been through things. I done things, I done been that guy that's, doing that stuff to you. Like, this is me speaking to a female, but it's like, I can see everything that you're going through. So I can give, my take on it. But at the same time, it's going to be up to you to realize your worth, or, realize, or see what I'm talking about for real. Because, you can tell a person all day long, like, I don't like this situation that you're in, or, this situation is going on. So, you got to move like this. I can tell a person that all day, but it's actually up to them to actually go about it and do something about that situation, or make that change in that situation. And it's not even like, I feel like it's like me and you, if we're having a conversation right now and we're talking about relationships or something like that, like, I can tell you, bruh, don't do this, because this shit is going to do that. I can give you that, that knowledge, or, my word, but it's up to you, or your situation might be different, but it's up to you to make that initial reaction to what you're actually in. And I say that, like, in a friend standpoint, like in a friend standpoint, or in an ex standpoint, because honestly, I look at it as all the same. Before, you were in that, relationship, y'all might have been friends or whatever, but you know how that other person is going to react. Not saying, it's a good thing to, be cool with your ex, because sometimes it's not,
Right.
that may interfere with whatever you got going on, especially for men. It's way, we get the, oh, you still fucking that bitch. We get all of that.
Yeah, of course. Of course.
But I say different circumstances, different situations.
Yeah, good point. Good, very good point. Because I was going to say that it also depends on where you're at in your life.
Right.
Because if you're in a situation, if you're single, like for example, if I'm single, of course, whoever needs advice on whatever or help with whatever, hit me up, call me. Like I always tell people all the time, if you need anything, call me, text me, whatever. We can talk, or we can link up and talk. Obviously before this virus outbreak. But yeah, hit me up, because I'm always down to talk and help whoever needs help.
Right.
I don't even got to know you. Like if you want advice on something, I'll give you the best possible advice I can give you from my standpoint.
Right.
But at the same time, in the situation what I'm in now, like I'm in a serious relationship. So as far as giving advice to people who, I used to deal with beforehand and all that, I can't do that.
Right.
I can't do that, because now I feel like it's an invasion of my peace. If that makes sense. Whether it's intentional or not, it's still an invasion of my peace, because now I have the potential. I have to answer questions that I don't want to answer later on, because of the fact that I had a conversation with somebody who I had prior relations with, or somebody who I've been close with all my life. Like that's not something I want to do. So I think it just depends on where you're at in your life as well.
Yeah.
And you have to be upfront and honest with those people, and tell them, hey, I appreciate you reaching out to me, but I don't think it's in my best interest to do this.
Right.
So I mean, it just depends on where you're at in your life and whatnot as well.
Yeah. Okay. I can definitely, I think you made me change my way of thinking a little bit on that. Like I said, everybody's situation is different.
Yeah.
So, you never know. One person might be cool with it, the next person might not.
Right.
But it's life. It's freaking life, man. So,
right.
Agree to disagree.
But I mean, overall, obviously, I like to help people.
Right.
I mean,
and that's how I am too. So that's why I was like, let me see. That's just me. I'm just a natural, nice guy, and it may be, what the next person might consider flirting might not be flirting to me. It may that's just me being nice. Like
right.
Go ahead. You like,
man, no, because you just brought up something that's like, yo, like I just had this conversation like a couple weeks ago about this. Like for us guys, to a lot of women, right? They think, oh well, just because we're talking to them or being nice to them is we're flirting. Like
we want them. Yeah.
Oh, we want them. Like, no, it's not like that at all. A lot of times it's not. But that's the misconception, because they think, oh, okay, well, what does he want? Like, why is he talking to me? Like, no, it's not about that.
Especially for the men that have women. Like,
right. Exactly.
Because I'm the type of guy that will smooth, like, still hold the door for a woman and say, hello, I hope you have a great day. Like, I'm that type of guy. They would take it as, this nigga trying to holler at me. Like, no, it's just I'm a general nice guy. Hope you have a wonderful day. Like, good morning. How are you? I'm just that guy, man. And then that's how people look at it. Oh, he got a girlfriend and all of that stuff. Oh, he's a dog. He told me good morning. like it's not even. It's never that serious.
It's
Like,
not even about that. Like, okay, what if I was just raised to speak to people when I see them?
hello. Like I was
Like,
raised by all women. It was in my
yeah,
nature to be nice to women, man. It was in my
yeah,
nature to be respectful to women. Like, come
yeah,
on now. But and then they make it's to the point now where it's even hard. Men are scared to speak to women now because like they're
man.
fucking intimidated. Like because it's women out here that will like literally shoot you down for holding the door for them. Like I've literally held the door for women that have not said shit to me, and I wanted to yank their ass back up in the door. Like, but that's not me. You feel me? That's not me. So, I mean, and it's to the point now where I just hold the door and just be like,
all right, whatever.
Whatever.
Yeah.
If you say thank you, you say thank you, and if you don't, I'm walking in the store. Like, and
but you know what? Like that's a product of our environment here at home, because in a lot of other places, it's really not like that at all. It's the complete opposite.
Right.
It's the complete opposite. You see, up here at home, everyone's uptight. You know, everyone's like gritting on each other, like glaring at each other, like, oh, why he looking at me, or why she looking at me, or you know, like what you mean?
Like
we got eyes.
Yeah, yeah. And then another thing that I hate is like when I be anywhere and I don't know why, but it's always like a person that stares at you. It can be a female or anything. I hate when people stare. Just speak.
Yeah.
Just say hello.
Yeah.
Like I hate that shit. And then another thing. This is one thing that I've noticed. When you are with your significant other,
yeah,
it seems like more people tend to stare at you. Like I'd be like, what the fuck? Like it's like more people tend to stare at you, and they be like, and I know what some people be thinking, like, ugh, how the hell he get her, or how the hell her she get him, or stuff like that. But it'd be like, if I'm with somebody or something like that, and and you see me, or whatever the case may be, or you're staring at me and shit, just speak.
Yeah.
Speak, man. We're all on this earth together. Like, and then in this time right now, nigga, you better speak to me. Like, because you gotta know your neighbor, bruh. Know who's around you at all times, Like, I read a post talking about we haven't had, this is the first March since like 2000 and something that we haven't had no school shootings or some shit like that. Know the people you around, man. So no shit like that will ever go down when you in the local Walmart or something like that.
Yeah.
Man. Like just speak to people, man. We all on this earth together. We're all nice people, and you never know. You speaking to, somebody may brighten their day. They may have a shitty ass day, man. But just you saying hello, how are you? I hope you have a great day. May brighten that whole person's day, man. Like, come on now. We got to do better. We got to do better.
That's very true, because before all of the restrictions started happening, even at work, a lot of times, a lot of the tenants that come through the building, we don't know what they're coming to work from at home. So a lot of times, or a couple of times, I would speak, I would speak to them, but I would speak, and then a couple of the tenants always told me, like, you're always in a good mood, and I told them it's because I'm alive, I'm living, I'm healthy. It could always be worse, and on top of that, I told them I speak to y'all. I mean, a lot of officers don't speak, to them, but I speak to them because you never know what somebody's going through. Somebody may need that getaway by coming to work from their home and to be in a better place. So by me speaking to them, just alone speaks, I'm not even having a conversation with them, puts them in a better mood, because they know when they come to work, when they see me, they're going to get that good morning, how you doing, have a good day at work.
And some people look forward. Yeah, some people look forward to seeing, Vic when they walk in a building. Like, that's that person that's going to put that smile on my face.
Right.
Some people, you never know. Somebody might have lost their house the night before. the day
Yeah.
before. They could have lost their car, anything like that. And that's why I
Yeah.
say, man, just speaking to a person, man, may change their whole mood on a day. You never
Yeah.
know. We're in all of this shit together. So, when the grocery stores and all of this extra shit, it's not a point of, going out here and purging and doing all this extra stuff, man. Just be prepared. Be
Yeah.
prepared, man. Do your research, man. Do your shit beforehand. That's the main thing that happens with us black people, man. We tend to do shit at the last minute.
Yeah. We
Like,
procrastinate.
yeah, we procrastinate a lot. It's like, if the city about to be shut down, man, on Friday and it's Wednesday, bro, go get your groceries, man.
Yeah.
And we understand, certain people don't have it like that but that's why they made these resources available to us, like the
Mm-hmm.
food stamps right now. No matter what,
Mm-hmm.
your circumstances are right now, you can go ahead and apply for food stamps, man. And
Mm-hmm.
thinking about it now, I feel like that's what's about to happen. They're getting us ready to shut the city down. So it's like, we're gonna give you $300 in food stamps. Once we give you these
Mm-hmm.
$300 in food stamps, we're gonna tell y'all next week that we're gonna shut down everything. But you
Mm-hmm.
guys have nothing to worry about because we just gave y'all $300 to survive for a week and a half or 2 weeks,
Mm-hmm.
however long this stuff is gonna be shut down.
Right.
You know, I think that's what they're preparing us for right now. But
And $300 worth of groceries, depending on who you are,
or how many people in your house too?
how many people is in your house, it can last a little bit.
Yeah.
That's a pretty extra. That's a pretty good extra incentive to have in your back pocket, just in case things is falling short somewhere. But at the same time, the overall message is, you know, get ahead of everything. Don't wait
Oh,
to the last minute to get things done or try to do things. Get ahead of it on the front end, so that way when things start to happen, you're prepared, you're ready. You don't have to, you don't have to scramble to try to find supplies or find groceries or whatever.
I can't even hear. My mic
You
done went
can't hear
out.
me? Can you hear me? You there?
I can't hear you.
All right. Well, while Steph gets his mic straight, please, if y'all listening, even when this pandemic is over, don't wait till the last minute to do anything, because it's already been documented. Our president waited, well, not my president, but you know what I'm saying. It's already been documented that he waited months after we found out about this initial um, virus outbreak, that you know this was going to be occurring. It was in our backyard, and now we're having to scramble to try to get medical supplies and PPE for all of our first responders to utilize in order to save our lives. So when this is all over, at what point it's going to be over, we don't know. But when this is over, just remember that in whatever you're doing in your life, professionally, socially, whatever, don't wait till the last minute. Or even educational wise, don't wait till the last minute. If you got homework to do your homework. If you got to be at work at a certain time, be there early, so that way you can prepare for your shift, so you can get ready for your shift, and then you can go home to your family and then do whatever it is you want to do with your family at that point. Don't wait till the last minute to do anything in your lives, because if you do, oftentimes at night you're gonna be fighting and scramble with other people trying to get the same things they trying to get, because they waited as well. That's why in the grocery stores people were fighting for groceries or fighting for supplies, because one, they didn't prepare, or they didn't already have in their arsenal or in their stockpile things that they needed in order to sustain themselves. So that's why a lot of times fights broke out, or violence broke out for supplies that before the outbreak wasn't even in very high demand. Now all of a sudden it's in high demand because, oh well, this virus is going around, so I need 100 hand sanitizers, or I need 24 hand wipes. Like, you don't need that many hand wipes or hand sanitizer. Take 2, 3. It'll last you a while if you're not using it up quickly. So that's the overall message. I don't know what's going on with Steph's mic. He's still there, obviously. But thank y'all for listening. See y'all in 2 weeks. We out. Peace.